Nobody likes the U.S. now. Get over it, pal.
Fuck that.
How dare you?
Oh.
How dare you? Go to Gaza. Go have a heart attack. You should have died already.
Is that
your American flag?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I have it?
No, no. Fuck that. Huh? Well, I hear you, but fuck that.
Yeah, so can I have your flag?
No, I can't.
So where is all this knowledge of yours? Can I test you on your knowledge? I offered to test you.
Oh, he offered to test me. Why, thank you. Do I have to pay you for you?
Graduate from high school?
How dare you throw that flag down?
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, lady. Go fuck yourself, lady. Go. Look, you sound like Trump. You sound like MAGA. You sound disgusting. You're why I drag the flag, lady. Go fuck yourself, lady. Way to represent. Exactly, man. Nobody likes the U.S. now. Get over it, pal. Bombing children in their tents is not self-defense.
Burning kids in their tents is not self-defense.
Burning kids in their tents is not self-defense.
Killing kids in their tents is not self-defense.
Killing kids in their tents is not self-defense.
Starving kids in their tents is not self-defense.
Starving kids in their tents is not self-defense.
It's not self-defense, it's called genocide.
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 People take a side. Justice or genocide. Victoria, take a side. Justice or genocide. Victoria, use your voice. Complicity is a choice. Victoria, use your voice. Complicity is a choice. We say justice, you say how. End the occupation now.
End the occupation now.
End the siege on Gaza now. Bring them food and water now. Sanctions on Israel now. Arms embargo on Israel now. Sanctions on Israel now. Shut down their embassy now. Sanctions on Israel now. Shut down their embassy now. Arms embargo on Israel now. Sanctions on Israel now. End the siege on Gaza now. End the occupation now.
You're not going to touch those flags.
Yeah, well, how dare you?
Well,
How dare you?
you should fly your own flags, but don't be,
Shit.
whatever.
That is my flag.
Oh, so what? Who cares? I don't care. Well,
and
then
you're being
fly your own
very
flag of your own weight.
disrespectful.
Just don't burst the vein in your
Go to
neck.
Gaza.
Just don't
Go
burn.
to Gaza.
Just don't burst the vein in your
Go
neck.
to Gaza and
Oh,
help them.
just go fuck yourself.
help them.
No, go fuck yourself.
Go have a heart attack. You should have died already.
Oh, you're a horrible person. All you do is yell at people and scream at people. You're a horrible person. You're horrible. You're yelling and screaming and you swear. Just don't burst the vein in your neck.
Yeah. You like genocide and bombing babies, eh? What a man. Yeah, what a man.
Is that your American flag, though?
What's that?
Is that your American flag?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
No,
I'm American, brother.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, well.
Oh, you know, you're aware of the worldwide protests against Donald Trump now. Right? That's what it's part of. So.
Well, yes, but still, you know that really, you know.
Well, I know, but that's
military, brother.
Fuck that.
Well, I hear you, but the truth
So
is.
then you're gonna let them destroy this like this?
Well, yeah, but and this is a charter protected right in Canada for a protest is the destruction of flags in protest. It's a charter protected right. It's literally
So you're saying
Trump shouldn't have been voted in. The military should not have marched at his birthday.
Hold on, so you're saying, right?
Like seriously, the military shouldn't have marched at his birthday. Like what the hell?
That if I just want to right now just piss on the Canadian flag, I right to do that?
Of course you do. Of course you
That's
do.
not fucked up, right?
Well, no, it depends on everyone's purpose and their intent behind it and the message. It's a variable, but it's a right you have in Canada and most countries. I understand in the U.S. it's actually a crime to deface, or it can be a crime to deface the U.S. flag. I don't think they prosecute it a lot unless it's extreme case, whatever. But not in Canada.
Just dragging it around like
oh yeah, that's why it's so
shit.
worn out. Well, it's because of what's going on, the Trump and the support for Trump and what's going on. And you know there's worldwide protests. People are burning those flags worldwide because of the anger against Trump and what he's doing. You know, to immigrants, to trans people. I mean, I could go on for hours here all the stuff he's doing wrong.
I don't give a shit about them. You know, they can go off and do whatever they want, right?
Well, yeah, but Trump doesn't. Trump targets them and uses them as a scapegoat and foments anger against people like that. Causes people to beat people and stuff because of it. What he does is he's a horrible human being. I can't believe he was elected in.
California is okay with fucking burning shit and for free, right? You know, that's no problem.
Well, anywhere in the U.S. is, but some states are, you know, well, most police are quite right wing. You know, studies show that, and so they usually will stand up for right-wing protests, but they'll violently protest or violently police colored protests, whatever, eh? And so the states are the same way down there. Every different state sort of handles it differently, but like the LAPD, they're being brutal to the protesters. They're quite right-wing down there. I don't know if you ever looked up the gangs of LA, and it's all about the police gangs in the LA. So they're harsh right wing down there. They've been trying to clean it up for years, but there's YouTube videos just the police abuse of protesters. You know, it's just crazy down there. But the protests are worldwide. Well, but the protests are worldwide. Well, no, not at all. You
go burning shit.
Even in the U.S. though, the protest is a right, and protest is civil disobedience. It doesn't mean obeying the law. It means civil disobedience is breaking the law in protest to get the government to snap the fuck out of it.
That's okay, right?
Well, no, of course not.
Okay,
there's extremism, but you don't want to talk stealing shit. Trump steals shit like fucking crazy, and that's what he's doing with his tariffs, stealing from the poor. Not as much as the Democrats do for sure, but not as much as Trump's tariffs. And he's taking away fucking medical care, food programs for children. Like he's totally stealing from the needy and the vulnerable.
Yeah, so all the immigrants in for free, right?
No, and the immigrants aren't in for free. It's not that kind of situation.
Like I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
He's talking about all the immigration, right? All the illegals, right? So they're just over here, you know, just chilling out paying taxes while we're trying to.
Yeah, but the illegal problem isn't that much of a problem. It actually benefits most economies. And in fact, even in red and blue states, especially states that do farming and stuff like that, because they all rely upon illegal immigrants so that they can compete with other countries in producing the food to keep the costs down. And so every state is a socialist state when it comes to the business needs to profit, and so we're going to hire these illegal immigrants. But then for the election-wise, Trump demonizes and they deport people who aren't even supposed to be deported and stuff. separating families. It's just despicable how it's being handled, and that's why there's such an uprising in the U.S. I feel for you. I wouldn't want to see somebody dragging the Canadian flag necessarily, but if they had a valid reason, if our country was doing enough wrong, and we kind of are, because we're like the little quiet brother behind the U.S. supporting Israel and their genocide and whatnot. Canada does anything the U.S. does, Canada does it. They just do it quietly and meekly, but our country is just as bad as the U.S. I normally have, but I just had to change setups because I had a dog of 14 years, you know, had brain cancer. I had to put her down, unfortunately. And I had a trailer behind it and had a setup, and part of that setup had a Canadian flag. It wasn't dragging, but it was like right above the ground, because in Canada, you drag the Canadian flag, you're gonna get people confronting you. And if I would do it if I felt it was defensible, but right now I did it just to sort of show that Canada is complicit in it too, but I felt they weren't as complicit. But if you're complicit in a crime, you're complicit in a crime, right? So anyways, yeah, I feel for you about it, but it's not, and the one thing too, because I get Americans come up here and thanking me all the time for this, and what they understand is I'm not protesting against Americans. I'm protesting against MAGA and bigots and stuff, the same as I protest against our own MAGA and our own, you know, bigots up here in Canada too. But I'm protesting a government, and that's like that Israeli flag. It's being dragged too, because I'm not protesting any Israeli people. Some people think, oh, it's anti-Semitic because it's got the Star of David. No, that's why there's supposed to be separation of church and state. You shouldn't be putting a fucking religious symbol on your country's flag, because then when your country goes Nazi like Israel's doing, then you're going to be associated with that. So, but anyways, they're being dragged because they're involved, they're complicit. If Canada I felt was bad, I would do the same. But I don't think Canada is as egregious as, especially with Trump in now. But you know, honestly, Biden wasn't really any better. He just did like Canada. He still did the support of the genocide. He just did it, you know, more politely and not as sort of bluntly and rudely as Trump does. So Biden wasn't much better as far as that goes. He was just a known, supporter of Israel, and just so he didn't care what was happening to the Palestinians. So anyways, yeah, I feel for you on it, but it's, you know, I have people try to buy it off me, you know, whatever like that, but I do it for protest. I'm a poor guy, I'm a disabled senior citizen, there's not much I can do. For many years, I just live in 24/7 pain, so what I do with my time is I try to give back to community. I volunteer with the homeless and stuff, but I do activism and speak up, I think, how most white males should speak up, too, so.
Yeah, so can I have your flag, please?
No, I can't, no, I gotta hang on to it. Hey, how's it going?
Part of the, like I said, part of the military.
I hear you, and I give you respect for that too, for what you do, you know, and so I definitely don't mean it, like when I say I don't protest Americans when I do that, or Israeli people when I drag the flag, I'm protesting the government and what the government's doing.
You spend the time reading a book and understanding the history.
Yeah, I guarantee you I'm more educated than a lot of you guys, so go suck my dick with that. Don't come up here insulting me. You're gonna get nothing from me. No, just go fuck yourself. I don't want to listen to somebody who comes up here insulting me and calling me stupid. I'm sure I know more. Yes, you did. You told me, oh, good, read a book. What is that, a compliment? Go fuck yourself. I don't tolerate bullshit from nobody.
That just demonstrated your ignorance.
No, it doesn't demonstrate. It just demonstrates your ignorance and your fucking rudeness, and so I call you out on it, and I don't tolerate it, and I don't speak with you because you don't talk politely to me.
Can you speak a sentence without using the word fuck?
No, probably not, because I'm sick and fucking tired of fucking guys like you. Sorry if I'm fucking offending you. Jesus, what a fucking snowflake. A right-wing snowflake, eh?
No, I'm not a right-wing anything.
Yeah, then what are you coming up here being rude and insulting like that for?
I'm pro-knowledge, that's all.
Yeah, well, that's what I am. I'm a life learner, and that's why I don't guarantee you don't have the degrees and diplomas and education that I have, dude. Really? So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and then also my higher education is a waste of education, right? You're just pathetic, dude. You're just fucking pathetic. You're just a pathetic fucking idiot. You're rude. You got no point. You just come up here being rude.
If you're a representative for Palestine,
I'm not a representative of anybody but my beliefs, buddy. So just suck my dick. I'm not listening. Just listening to you. You prove you're not worthy to listen to.
I don't understand how how this will help anybody in the world.
It helps a lot of people. I'm thanked like crazy by people. For every person who complains at me, I'm probably thanked by about 50 people for doing this. Oh yeah, because people love what I'm doing, especially for the American flag. When I drag that one, that's the most popular flag I fly. Yeah.
So where is all this knowledge of yours? Can I test you on your knowledge?
Of course not. I'm not care to play your games compared to your knowledge.
Can I test you on your knowledge?
No, I just told you no. Are you deaf?
Don't have it.
No, yeah, of course, that's it. See, he just keeps going on being rude and insulting,
I offered to test
No,
you.
he offered to test me. Why, thank you. Do I have to pay you for that? What a fucking dimwit. No, I know you don't think, buddy. I know you don't think. Schools. Are you deaf? You said school? Yeah. I'm not going to give you my list and let you test me, but more than you, I guarantee you.
Graduate from high school?
Oh, whatever. What a rude little punk you are. Nice hat. You think you're like a little cowboy or Outback Mr. Aussie, throw another shrimp in the Barbie? Nice hat, dude.
How dare you throw that flag down? Dare you throw that?
Nobody likes the U.S. now. Get over it, pal.
Fuck that.
Oh, how dare you?
Oh.
How dare you? Go to Gaza. Go have a heart attack. You should have died already.
Is that?
Is that your American flag?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I have it?
No, no. Well, I hear you, but...
Yeah, so can I have your flag?
No, I can't.
So where is all this knowledge of yours? Can I test you on your knowledge? I offered to test you.
He offered to test me. Why, thank you. Do I have to pay you for that?
You know this generation will end the occupation. You know this generation will end the occupation. So up with liberation. Down with occupation. Up with liberation. Down with occupation.